Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Good morning, AJ.
Morning, everybody. Appreciate y'all coming out.
Exciting today. This is one of
Yeah.
our first shows where it's like all other stuff actually filled in. No real football stuff. But then we were like, nah, we got to squeeze in just a little touch of football. Got to get a little football in there.
Yeah, we got college football kicks off with the playoffs tomorrow night.
Very exciting.
So we'll be live for that, the Penn State game,
Yep.
for all of our locals.
Yeah, Penn State. As the boys' first year as a Penn State fan, they might be like, yeah, they won the college football national championship that year. No big deal. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm rooting for Penn State
I was
hard
gonna
at
say,
this point.
honestly, I'd pick them over Ohio State.
Yeah,
So
at this point, yeah, I'm just rooting hard for Penn State. So yeah,
yeah,
so just kind of hoping that they can pull it out. And honestly, like I want them to beat Ohio State in the championship, but I don't want to have my nerves that worked up. So I rather Texas just puts an end to it.
same.
But yeah, so yeah, excited for the next 2 days of college football, which then leads us right into the weekend, which gives us NFL playoffs. It's
Yeah,
gonna be a good time.
it's gonna be a great time. Wild card weekend. So do they still call it that? I guess. I mean, it is
Yeah,
a
yeah,
wild card round,
yeah.
but
It
now
should.
there's
Yeah, it should.
3 games in each division.
Yeah, it's all over the place. But yeah, I mean
So
the NFL, of course, the Texans play Saturday, as we joked around about off
yeah,
camera. It religiously they now what is it over like a 14-year span or something like that?
yeah,
They've done it
something
like
like
nine or
that.
10 times.
Yeah,
Where yeah, the Texans are just always slotted in due to their time zone and everything else that they just happen to always get. And also just being the least exciting game, they
yeah.
always get the Saturday early game, which just sucks. Um, but yeah, I mean, it'll be if the Texans can show up and play offense because like they're just missing so many pieces at this point.
Yeah,
But like if they can put up a fight, it'll be a good game. But like at
for
the end of
sure.
the day, it's just two like mediocre teams. It's like oh, who's gonna lose to the
You
Ravens next? Like that's
right.
essentially is what it comes down to. Like it's who wants to lose next round.
Yeah, you kind of get that though when you expanded to 7 teams.
Yeah,
You get that
it's
team
yeah.
like the Steelers, super hot, and then now at the end of the season, you're like, are they really a playoff team?
Yeah, I
So
saw a stat that said that the Steelers are the third team ever to lose four in a row and make the playoffs. So like to have such a hot start and then just fumble the bag late and head into the playoffs. They're only
the
the third
Eagles
team.
had to be one of those teams last year, right? They started
I don't know.
10 and
It
1.
it could have been unless you guys snuck in a six because the thing
Yeah,
about
it
one
could
win
have
in
been
four
one win.
weeks. Yeah,
Yeah,
one little win in a 4 week span. But
yeah,
yeah, so to be the third team ever to do it. Yeah, that's a stat I stole from just seeing ESPN earlier on the TV, and I was like, they were talking about Tomlin and everything, and I was like, damn, that's kind of crazy, like to lose the last
they
three. It may have been
lost.
last
They
three or
lost
last four.
3, 1, and then lost 2.
Yeah, so yeah, so they
Yeah,
snuck a couple wins in there, but yeah, so to lose four in a row and then be like, oh shit, well we're still in the playoffs like that. Kudos to the first half, 3 quarters of your season, but the
yeah,
last quarter, what a fumble.
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so yeah, we have that game early, and then Saturday night is that Steelers Ravens game, which will be sweet. Sunday
Yes.
morning, Bills Broncos. Bills, I think, are gonna throttle the Broncos. Not gonna be a good time there. Sunday
Oh,
afternoon gets. Oh, go
I
ahead.
uh, I took a picture today, and
Uh-oh.
I completely forgot about this until just now. Props to Eric Mangini on Fox Sports this afternoon. Uh, just going down the list. Completion percentage 66.3 to 63.6. Passing yards 3,775 to 3,731. Passing yards per game 222.1 to 219.5. Yards per pass 6.7 to 7.7. Passing touchdowns 29 to 28, and passer rating 93.3 to 101.4. Those stats are Bo Nix and Josh Allen.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty
His
insane because Josh Allen is having this wild MVP, and
right.
we just suck as a team.
So his whole point was basically like the Bills need Superman to show up where
The
Denver
Broncos
wins
are
as
a
a team.
solid team.
Yeah.
We are. I saw we led the league in sacks this year. We set a franchise record in sacks, which is crazy because our
Right.
defense the year that our offense went nuts was so overlooked because our offense was Peyton and Julius and Demarius were just throwing 2 or 3 touchdowns a game,
Yeah.
and so we I think it's we were 70 some touchdowns or whatever that year, and the Bills have like 58 or whatever this year. Like they're like a good chunk of hand touchdowns behind us still. I forget what it was, but they're trailing by like 13 touchdowns heading into week 18
Yeah.
before the game started. So it was like unless they score like 15 touchdowns this week, like the Broncos offense that year was just insane. But like our defense, we got after everyone. We had Von Miller
Yeah.
and Demarcus Ware, like that was Shane Ray, might have been his first year, but also that I think it was before. I think we got him in draft afterwards.
That was
Yeah, it was
2013, right?
Yeah, it was Demarcus Ware. Yeah, like it
Yeah.
was just our stat padding year that
It's
we lost to the Seahawks.
funny you
But
bring that up because that's my other point. Trey Wingo, props to him. His tweet, annual post reminder. We've now concluded a 17 game season. And nobody has come close to the numbers put up by Peyton Manning that year in a 16 game season.
Dude,
he had 55 touchdown passes and
5,000.
5,477 passing yards.
Almost 5,500 yards is bananas to begin with, but then throwing 55 touchdowns in it, that's again they became like the number one offense of all time. But then it was like, oh wait, we also had a top 5 defense of all time, and then just shit our pants in the Super. I will never forget that fucking opening snap hitting Peyton and him fucking for the ball. I sat there in Joanne's living room and literally just dropped my head into my hands and was like,
well, that's it.
No
that's
way.
It.
Yeah, I was like, that's it, dude. That's fucking it. Like, yeah, the Legion of Boom that night was just fucking everywhere, and that's kudos to them. But yeah, and then of course we get it 2 years later to end Cam Newton's playing career in a sense. But it was what a shit show. But yeah, that is. I mean, yeah, Bo put the stats up. I just if we can win a playoff game again, I'm happy to be wrong. I want to be wrong. I just am nervous that we're gonna do this every year for the next 5 or 10 years. Like that's the concern. And so like, but also if our defense is as good as it is, like it's hard to do that. Like it's hard to not win 2 or 3 playoff games. So
I have one more fun fact related to the Broncos for you tonight. Only one quarterback drafted by the Broncos has ever won a playoff game. Do you know who it is?
Tim Tebow.
Yep.
Yeah, I did.
Only quarterback to ever win a playoff game that you guys drafted.
Did not know that he was the only one that we drafted. I knew that we drafted him, and I knew that he won that game against the Steelers. So as soon as you said that, I was like, it's got to be Tebow. Like that immediately, like the math added up. I was like, well, Tebow's one, and I was like, wait, the only one.
Yep.
Yeah, that doesn't actually surprise me. We're not usually we're not good at our new management. Like post Shanahan days, like Kubiak was fine, but then right after that, like everything we've done since was just like quarterback factory, and we just have not figured it out at all. And so like also Bo is the answer. I'm all
also for what it's worth, John Elway and Peyton Manning were both selected number 1 overall by the Colts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. We didn't even get to draft the ones that actually led us to Super Bowls and shit. Like, and that's of course. I know Elway's was slightly different, but then he comes a few years later and wins the Super Bowl. But yeah, regardless, So we need Anthony Richardson on our team next year as soon as possible. We're gonna swap Anthony Richardson and Bo Nix straight up. But
moving on though. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say last one was Sunday night. We have the Vikings Rams game, and then Buccaneers Commanders, and then Monday night we get Rams Vikings. So lots of good football. We got 5 straight days of really good football coming up. So
thank you, college football.
Yes.
And then today we had a few firing of head coaches. I think 2 were a surprise, right? Kind of. Do you agree? The one that's not is Doug Peterson.
Yes, not
in Jacksonville. That was kind of a dead man walking. Like we expected that. What was the
point?
Yeah.
And also, I just feel bad though because I feel like it's like ownership and GMs and all that shit. Like I feel like it's not even the coach or the team. Like everyone just gets there and it's probably like, I gotta pay for parking in a parking garage. So like, you don't have your shit together. Like I feel like there's just this this aura of like, we share the spot with like the Chipotle workers across the street. And like, what the fuck? Like, I feel like they don't have private access and gates and security. Like, I feel like the Jags organization is just such a shit show. And so, I feel like it's not fair. Like, I feel like Doug Peterson, like, when you get fired from there, you're not on any type of blacklist at all. Everyone's like, well, no shit, you got fired. What else were you supposed to do? Come work for us now. Like, bring that experience over. Come be our defensive coordinator, kill it, and then go be a head coach again. So I'm sure Peterson will get a job. But you were right. The 2 surprises I'm sure you were talking about were Pierce and Mayo.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, especially Mayo. I did not see that coming.
Yeah, I really didn't after the reports and everything, but it felt like Kraft was all on board with it. But
so then I saw a report today that I forget his name right now, but the offensive coordinator that like in Detroit that everybody's like falling in love. Yes. Yep. Apparently he wants to go to New England.
Yeah.
So that makes me wonder: did Robert Kraft kind of do a little sneaky sneak, reach out and be like, "Hey,
Are you coming? Because
you,
I'll
you
fire if you
yeah,
are.
I'll
Yeah.
gladly fire him if you trying
Yeah.
to come
Because
here."
well, the counterpart to that argument is the Mike Vrabel connection. Being a former Patriot, he's one of the most sought after right now. And there's the rumor today was, if you saw that on Twitter going or earlier this morning, was he expressed interest in the Jets job
Yeah,
to do essentially the same. He said that, got the reports out there that Vrabel's plane landed in New York and was talking to the Jets, and so Kraft was like, "Oh fuck, like I thought I had another year. I got to do it now. Hey, you're gone." And then I saw one
eh,
report that was like, there's a chance that Mayo knew he was getting fired prior to the game, like the decision, or like he heard the rumblings of it, and
yeah,
then was like, "I'm winning this game to fuck them out of the
yeah,
first pick. Like I'm winning this fucking game to get them." But then, like, of course, the Bills, I think they really tried it, like kicking on the opposing field, like on the
yeah.
opponent's field and shit. Like, yeah, they were not trying to win. Like,
Right,
punter incentive or not, they did not want to win that game. So,
right. It didn't mean anything
yeah,
for him.
yeah, so yeah, but yeah, the
So
Bears
yeah,
fire their head coach, Saints give her their head coach. Raiders Antonio Pierce, I think that's a little less surprising than Mayo. The Mayo, like, it doesn't catch you totally off guard but like with the reports leading up to it, felt like it was like
yeah,
it felt like Kraft was comfortable there. But yeah, Antonio Pierce, I kind of felt like there was a chance that was going to happen because Tom Brady just took over, and that report that I've seen that is like he is going to be more, even for only having 1% ownership. The point was that he's going to have more control than what you would expect for 1%. Like, he does not have 1% control.
yeah,
He's got a lot more than that. He just happens to own 1%. So but yeah, so it doesn't, it makes perfect sense. So that now that kind of puts a twist into the Vrabel thing. Does Vrabel want to go to the Raiders and go out there West Coast and hang out, or does he want to go to the
also,
New England cold
are we drafting Shador
and
and
Shador?
taking Prime for out of
Yeah,
Colorado?
so yeah,
We'll
that's
see.
because who has the
It's
number one pick now? The Titans.
the Titans do, yeah,
Yeah, so like that's crazy too, because like that job's available. Vrabel, or that job should probably be available, but
yeah.
Vrabel
They
had
said
that
no.
before and then didn't. Yeah, so they
Yeah,
kept
I think they
Callahan.
got
What
rid
was
of their
his name?
GM though. They got rid of the
Is that what
GM
it
and
was?
kept the
Yeah,
head coach. Yeah,
yes, yep. So yeah, lots of fun openings, but yeah,
yeah.
all
All
over the
right,
place.
that's enough NFL. We'll keep
No
it
more
at 12
football.
minutes tonight. That's short
There
for
we go.
us.
Yeah, 10 minutes of football is not bad.
So NCAA men's basketball, Tennessee got blown out tonight by
Yeah,
Florida, and that means there are no more undefeated teams left.
they just don't
So
make college basketball like they used to. There used to be like 4 or 5 undefeated teams by this
right,
point in the season, and it was a dog
yeah,
fight with Kansas and Kentucky's and UNC's and Dukes and yeah. Now it's
yeah,
I look through there every now and then when I'm checking up just to see like what's going on before I start intentively watching, and I was like, oh
yes,
yeah, UNC just still sucks and not even anywhere in the AP poll. Cool,
yeah.
got it. All right, moving on.
Michigan pulled up there though. Last I saw, they were like 20 something,
Has
25th,
Penn State
24th.
basketball ever been in like AP poll top 25?
I'm sure they have at some point. It hasn't been recent. Um, they a few years ago they made the I think they made it to the 30 round of 32, but that's about as far as they've ever gotten. They're just not a basketball school.
No, yeah,
They
not at all.
don't.
I just was curious if they
Yeah,
had ever even like done anything in there. Yeah, 2023 marks the team's fifth appearance since 1965.
yeah,
They've had some memorable moments, including a Final Four, but it was probably fucking forever ago.
yeah,
First appearance in 42, 3 at tournaments, 52, 54, 55, and then returned in 65.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. All right, anyway.
So yeah, Michigan 11-3 is popping up there into the top 25, so that's exciting. Big Ten represent, but yeah, UNC's not doing well this year.
Not there.
So
Yeah, that's okay.
it happens though.
Yep, yeah, it can't be good all the time. We
Yeah.
gotta let some other teams have
So
some
so
fun.
tell me about the professionals. What's going on?
What's going on with the professionals, the big dogs? So
Yeah.
D Rose, it's my PMT plug because I didn't even realize it until he pointed it out today. Big Cat's talking about it. He lives in Chicago fan, Bears, Bulls, all that good stuff. He pointed out that D Rose had a ceremony night like last year that no one really knew about. They didn't advertise well. No former players like were there or showed up. Like it was poorly done. Jerry Krause's widow was at the game. Picture of him goes up, whole crowd boos. Like it was just a bad night, awkward event. Like it was not good. Forgot about it entirely. And then last night or 2 nights ago they did the D Rose jersey retirement night. So D Rose found out
Yeah.
he was getting his jersey retired. That video went viral. Like that was all sentimental and touching. Like where were you the day that D Rose tore his ACL? I can tell you where I was standing, where I was sitting when I read that and saw it, and I was like, no fucking way. Like the memes that came up of Simba pushing on D Rose, laying there looking like he's dead in Chicago. Like I'll never forget him hitting the ground that night. And it just was like, dude, that's not good. The next day it came out and they were like, yeah, torn ACL, and it was like, no way.
Yeah.
So he gets a ceremony night last year that was awkward as hell, didn't do so hot. Gets a jersey night retirement this year, and then gonna do a retirement night next year, like a D Rose retirement party thing. So like they're just splitting it all over the place. So glad to see he's getting three separate nights, but it just goes to show how
So
dysfunctional the Bulls are
Chicago
now.
doing Chicago things.
Exactly, yeah, they're just so dysfunctional at this point.
The
It's
whole
like, what are we
city at
doing?
this point.
Whole city, all the sports teams just need to pack it up and get out of there.
That's what they get for
Um,
dumping all that dye in the river.
Facts, just for existing. That's their fault. Um, the the guy that's pretty old, LeBron, he dunked on someone tonight, and it just does not look like somebody that's 4 years old should be doing that kind of shit. So good for him for whatever the fuck he eats at night. Because I just had some Tostitos, salsa, and cold queso, and it was fantastic. But I'm not dunking on anybody like that. If you get a second, I know you're not a big LBJ fan, but LBJ dunk Mavericks, you'll be like, God damn, dude.
I'm sure if you just type in
Um,
dunk, it'll come up now.
yeah, right now at this point, it's viral, it's trending. So, LiAngelo Ball, older brother of Lamelo and Lonzo, has released a rap song. Cannot say I've even listened to it start to finish, but I've seen it going viral. That everyone was basically like, the whole joke was, "Look at this shit. Oh, this is kind of a banger." Okay, like the joke is that everyone was like, "This sounds like someone on TikTok, some young kid was like." Man, this probably would have been cool in like 2005. And then everyone like roughly our age listened to it and was like, okay, this does sound like music from 2005, but that's what I like, and this actually sounds good, so I'm fucking with this. So I've
Yeah.
heard like a few little parts of it, and I'm like, okay, I should probably listen to that. But like, he just always strikes me as such like a clown. Like I hate getting involved in like the rapper personas and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll take my time. I always do. I let it fizzle out, and then I'll listen to another song or two because I'm sure we'll have like a terrible one come out or whatever.
Yeah.
But hey, maybe he's just rapper at heart, and ball wasn't for him. But no pun intended. But yeah, so LiAngelo the rapper. Actual stats: Cavs and Thunder crushing it. Both have less than five losses, 5-4 for in respective terms. But number one in East and West Conference, Celtics. My Celtics are 26-10, so we're still doing all right. We're second in the East. Bradley Beal got benched, had 25 off the bench his first game after that, so that's always a good sign to get somebody sparked up and back up.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler, lots of trade news there.
Dude.
Super unhappy in Miami.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise. Yeah, so it's just kind of going nuts.
But it's
there,
kind of
but yeah.
surprising. You don't. I don't follow basketball
I
super close, but I never hear about players being unhappy in Miami.
So that's the thing, is that Jimmy Butler is always unhappy wherever he's gone.
That's
That
fair.
it's always like that. It's the coach, it's the GM, it's the other players. Everyone here's soft, but it's also kind of like somebody has done this Twitter thread where they're like, Jimmy's not wrong, and then they go into like deep dives in each place he's been, like Chicago and Minnesota and Philly. Like, and each time he's been in those places, like he really does. And there's the videos of him in practice where he's like, I'll fucking put me on the B team, put me on the C team, and I'll beat the A team. I'll fucking, and he does. Like he just can beat the starters on a team by himself, putting his mind to it in practice. And then
Yeah.
like he had his father die and they had like a bunch of other shitty shit going on, and so like yeah, I think he's just kind of got like a whirlwind of shit that now like Miami's not doing so hot that it's just like, what the fuck is the point of him
Yeah.
busting his ass? You can't carry them to a champion. Like he's
Right.
not gonna beat Boston or Phil, like not Philly, but Boston
Yeah.
or New York or whatever, or Cleveland at this point by
Yeah.
himself. So yeah, Jimmy Butler would be on the move. I hope he just says, fuck it, give it up, give me veteran minimum, send him to the Celtics. Like, we'll take him. Like, because I don't think he's like a locker room cancer like people think. I think that he really just has been in some real shit scenarios, and he just kind of wants to ball. He's like
Yeah.
a Kawhi Leonard kind of guy, where it's like he just wants to play basketball. Like he doesn't want to deal with all the shit. He just wants the ball, and he wants everyone around him to want to play too. So it's like that Kobe thing where it's like,
Yeah.
I see how you practice. I'm not passing this shit to you. I don't care how ball hoggish it makes me look. I've seen you practice, like hard pass. So, other than that, last big thing is the Cooper Flag Watch Tankathon Marathon. Washington currently sits in the number one pick, New Orleans second, Toronto third, Charlotte fourth, Utah fifth. So Utah was supposed to be a good team this year, and they're just did not get it started. Charlotte is up and coming, so for them to get Cooper Flag with LaMelo Ball would be kind of sick. New Orleans, Zion Williamson still is not entirely healthy, so there's always just questions there. And then Washington just
Has he ever been healthy?
Not
I
really.
feel like
No,
he got hurt
yeah,
prior
his
to the
waiting.
draft, and
Yes,
then he
it
just
has
never.
never. Yeah, I think he got hurt at Duke and said, "I'm gonna not play," so it makes it seem like I'm so good. Got a bag, and then was like, "All right, I'm cool. Like I'm done. I'm done. I got my contract. I'm straight."
Good for
So
him.
yeah. So but yeah. So Cooper Flag Watch is always fun. But yeah. So
Yeah.
there's that. And then real quick before we dive into a little NBA game I got for you, UFC. We have UFC returning this Saturday. Took a little break for the holidays. They finish out the season. This Saturday is UFC Fight Night. It's Dern versus Rebus 2, which is a women's event. Not a title fight, but it's still a fight night, which will be exciting. I talked my shit on those before, and then I missed out on like 3 good fights in a row. So I will be tuned in Saturday night to watch this fight. The following Saturday, the 18th, Makayev versus Sarukin, I think is Sarukian, I think is his name. It's the second time that they're going to fight. That's going to be a fantastic fight. February 1st, we have Adesanya fighting again. So 3 just like we have banger fights just coming starting right out of the year, so it's going to be like a lot of good Saturdays
Yeah.
right out of the gate.
Okay.
But yeah, so other than that, I have one little thing for you. Then do you have like you still have your
Yeah, I got a little game for you.
game? All right, yeah, let's do mine because I think mine will be less successful, but it'll be funny, which is the point.
Uh oh.
My note there, the WHPF is the who he play for that they always play on Inside the NBA. They always ask Charles
Okay.
Barkley, they're like, who he played for, and they'll put up a picture of him, or they'll say a name, and he'll guess a team, and it'll be like who he played for like 10 years ago. And I know that that's how you're gonna respond. And so I was like, I'm gonna quiz AJ on like just 10 NBA players. I was like, go run through them real quick, and then I was like, you know what? Let's do colleges too, just to see. I just want you to guess because the other night you and I both did it, where we were like, all right, we'll use some logic here and guess, but this is a guess. Like I do
Yeah.
not know the information following.
Yeah, this
So,
is gonna be bad.
all right, the team of De'Aaron Fox.
Okay, so he got drafted by the Kings.
Okay.
I remember that. I forget where he went to college. Kentucky, right?
Okay.
I
Both
think,
of those are correct.
yeah, he got drafted by the Kings. I have no idea where he plays now.
He is
I would-
currently. Oh,
no.
go ahead.
Um, I'm gonna guess the Orlando Magic.
That is a good guess. You were spot on at first. He's been drafted by the Kings, and he is their star point guard still. He signed contract
Oh,
extension.
damn.
He is the face
He's
of the
still
future.
there.
It's De'Aaron Fox, Malik Monk, and Domantas Sabantas. I fuck his name.
Sure,
Sabonis.
yeah.
Sabonis. Yeah, I fuck his name up every time. The vowels fuck me up every time. But yeah, so the Kings core is solid. Yeah, that was solid. I did not expect you. I was like, he might not even know that name, and I was like, but he might. I was like, he might recognize
Yeah.
that. And I did. I tried to go for some older players you'd recognize from like older college basketball days and stuff. So I was like, he might recognize some of these. So yeah, So yeah, you got that. Yeah, and he did go to Kentucky. That was correct. Damian Lillard.
Okay, so I have no idea where he went to college. He now plays. Fuck, I know this. He plays for the Bucks, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he just went there this year,
Yep. Plays for the Bucks.
and
Maybe
he,
last
he used
year.
to play for Portland, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Portland. Yep. Drafted by
And then they
Portland.
blew
Played
it
there
up.
for years and years and years.
Yeah.
And then finally asked for a trade, and then he wanted to go to like the Heat or the Lakers, and they were like, "How about the Bucks?" And you could tell he just like the pictures of him coming off the plane and shit were just like he just did not look happy to be in fucking
Yeah.
Milwaukee.
I mean, is
He
anybody
went to
happy to be there?
True. He went to Weber State or Weber State. Or however
Weber
you
State.
pronounce
Yeah,
it.
I never
Is it
would have
Weber?
guessed
Yeah,
that.
the 1B always fucks me up.
Yeah.
Weber State. Yeah, he went to Weber State. The purple and black. Andrew Wiggins.
Oof.
See, I knew I'd give you names you recognize.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't people you couldn't
He's
put a
Kentucky
face
too,
to.
right?
Close. Another big
Oh,
blow.
Kansas.
Kansas.
Yeah,
Yep.
oh, that makes
Yep.
sense. Kansas. Does he play for the Lakers now?
No, but close. He did for. I think he did.
That's probably the last. If he played there, that's.
No, he didn't. No, he played
No.
with LeBron, but not on the Lakers.
Oh, okay. Then
He
I.
got drafted by the Cavaliers. He does wear a yellow jersey though. Plays for the Warriors currently. He's on the
Oh,
Warriors
okay.
team
Oh.
right now.
Fuck, I did know that.
Yeah, so I think
Yeah.
that's why you said Lakers because of the yellow. Then I was like, he did play for the Lakers. And I was like, no, he did play with LeBron, but that was on the Warrior or on the Cavs.
Yeah.
That was the Kevin Love swap and all that going on. Like that was how Wiggins got in and out of there.
Yeah.
So we just talked about this one the other day, and I had to confirm it because but I know you probably won't remember it. Harrison Barnes.
Oh God. He did just tell me this the other day.
I wasn't sure though. I was like, dude, I think that's who he plays for, and that was what sparked this. I was like, I'm doing who he played for with AJ. I was like, I'm doing who he played for with AJ. I was like, I can't
Who he
wait.
played for? Well, he went to UNC. I know that for a fact.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't even know where he got drafted. Harrison Barnes.
I actually think he got drafted by the Kings, if I remember correctly.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah, he's not there now. I will tell you that he's not.
Yeah. Harrison Barnes plays for. I have no idea. The Rockets? I don't
Nope.
fucking know.
He plays for the San Antonio Spurs.
Fuck, I was gonna say that, but I was like, no, they got that Wemby guy.
Yeah, no, he's there with Wemby. He
Yeah,
looks old.
Wemby.
We talked about it the other day. He's like one of the vets on the team. He looks old. He's got like a big scraggly beard and stuff. So those were, when I went through, those were actually there's one more. So this last one's a fun one. Grayson Allen.
Oh, what a douchebag! Who
What
cares?
a fucking douchebag. It like physically makes me uncomfortable when I see him on the screen. When they put him up, I'm like, how is he in the? I do not understand how someone who is such a dirty piece of shit is still in the NBA. Like, I feel like I'm the only one who's ever watched Grayson Allen tripping compilation 10 fucking times a night to fall asleep to. Like, am I the only one that's like, how is this kid still like he's hit somebody? He's the Draymond Green that's not as good, and so it just never has made sense to me. Like, his 3-point percentage is not good enough for him to be in the fucking league. It's so frustrating when I see him bouncing from team to team. I'm like, give it up. Like, stop signing him, please. Please stop signing him. I'm so sick of him being in the league.
Yeah, I have no idea where he plays.
He plays for the Phoenix Suns with Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal. Like, yeah, he's behind
I'm glad they're doing
star-studded
terrible.
squad. Yeah, I was like, I don't want that. I want KD to do well, but I don't want Grayson Allen to do well.
Yeah.
And yeah, you of course know where he went to college.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So yeah, so those are the 5. I picked out 5 offensive leaders. Give you 5 quick defensive ones. But then I was like, now the defensive ones are kind of like young names that he's not gonna recognize. So I went with the old heads so that we would recognize them. Andre Drummond.
Andre Drummond. So last I remember, he played for the Pistons.
Okay, that's where he was drafted years and years ago.
Yeah. And
he currently replaces someone who's constantly injured.
He didn't go to Philly, did he?
He is in Philly.
He is in Philly?
Okay,
I thought...
believe he left and then even returned to Philly, if I remember that correctly.
I was like, it sounded familiar, but like I just haven't followed the Sixers because they're so terrible this year.
Yeah,
and like
they
lost me with the Embiid drama.
Yeah, they've been so bad. Yeah, he was in the 76ers 21-22 and then left and then came back 24 currently. So yeah, but he was drafted by the Pistons. Do you remember his college?
No.
He was another one right when we were like leaving high school. It was a big deal. He was on UConn. He was on that crazy UConn team that year.
That makes sense.
Chris Paul.
Christ almighty. CP3 still plays in the NBA?
Yeah, yes he does.
Okay, so he used to play for the Suns, but he left there this year, right?
Yep.
I don't know where he signed. I didn't...
Take a random stab. Do you remember his college?
No.
It's an odd one. Wake Forest.
Okay.
At a Wake Forest for CP3.
CP3, where'd he go? I don't know. Memphis?
Nope. He went to San Antonio as well. He was another vet presence they brought in to help Wemby out and come in with Coach Pop and kind of learn coach roles and things like that. So yeah, he revitalized his career a little bit because all he's got to do is toss the ball in the air and Wemby will come down with it.
Yeah, right.
DeAndre Jordan and Blake Griffin put together. So all he's got to do is toss it up there.
Yeah.
Another one, Jeff Green. If you remember him.
Jeff Green.
Like the most forgettable player of all time. He's played for like half of the league. I did not even know where he currently played.
I wouldn't know.
He is on the Rockets, and he went to Georgetown, and I didn't know that. So
I wouldn't have got that.
You wouldn't have known that one. The last 2, Drew Holiday and Mike Conley.
Okay, Mike Conley, I remember playing for Memphis.
Yep, that was where he was drafted. Signed the first $150 million deal.
Yeah. Mike Conley.
Plays in similar colors.
To Memphis. Who? So that like the Hornets?
No.
Okay, I was good. So my first guess was gonna be the Clippers, but their colors aren't all that close.
Nope. Yeah, no Clippers. He is on the Timberwolves with Anthony Edwards.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, so he's again kind of a vet presence up there. He went to the Utah Jazz for a little bit and just kind of didn't do well there. It was the only good player they had on a terrible team, and then he got traded to the Timberwolves to actually have a chance to be alive in the playoffs. So, and then Drew Holiday, you know who he plays for currently?
No, I didn't even know he's still in the league.
He is a Boston Celtics starting point guard.
Oh wow.
He just won his second title with us. He won a title with the Bucks a couple years ago, and then just won his second ring with us.
Good for
Drew
him.
Holiday, I did not know this, but he went to UCLA, and then Mike Conley went to Ohio State, and I remember that because
Mm.
I wanted to hate Mike Conley, but he's always just been like such a cool dude. And I was like, damn
Yeah.
it, like he's just one of those dudes that I hate him specifically because he went to Ohio
Right.
State. But,
Yeah, I get
all
that.
right, cool. You were done with your quiz. But yeah, you did pretty good for those first 5 or 6 of some of those names. I was like, I don't know if
Yeah.
he's gonna totally remember these, but like you definitely did. You remembered a lot more than I thought you would.
Yeah,
And it's also too
it's
like we're
from
just older
playing the
now.
NBA
It's
games.
yes, I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
for me, yeah, it's we had the
But I
time.
haven't
Like my
played
life is different
2K
now.
in
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
23 was the
Like
last one I played.
anytime I play Madden, even if I'm playing Ultimate Team and shit, like I can tell you most teams starting offensive line and like an occasional couple of backups and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I could barely tell you the Broncos starting line right now. Like I'm just, you know what I mean? Like I'm so out of touch with it where it's like I
Yeah.
recognize some names and stuff, but it's like playing Madden and being immersed in those, like you know every
Yeah.
name of every team, and it's
Uh-huh.
like that dude's a third round pick from this college. Like, and now it's yeah, you think about it, you're like, I'm gonna know this information forever, and then you don't. You just
Yeah.
absolutely do not. And so yeah, it's just funny how that works.
Yeah. I definitely get that.
Who he played for?
Who do you play for?
All
I
right,
don't have a fun name for this one like you do.
I
But
stole mine, so I have to recreate it anyway. So
fair
inside
enough.
the NBA doesn't cease and desist us.
Um in the spirit of the playoffs and talking about Super Bowls, players with the most Super Bowl appearances.
Oof.
Uh, there's one at number one with 10 playoff appearances or Super Bowl appearances rather. This should be easy.
Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Okay, is he
Uh,
7-3?
Yes.
Yeah, he's got 7.
7-3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
God damn, that's fucking
6 with the
bananas.
Patriots and 1 in
Who does
Tampa.
he lose to? Two to one to the Eagles and 2 to the
Giants.
Giants.
Yep.
So all NFC least.
Yeah.
Wow, crazy.
Um. Okay, so there's 2 guys tied with 6 appearances.
Let me get a position. Jerry Rice.
No, one's a kicker. I
Oh,
I
fuck.
honestly have never heard of the other dude.
One is a kicker.
Yeah.
Adam Vinatieri.
No.
Steven Goskowski.
Yes.
Okay.
Tom Brady's kicker.
I literally was thinking of Goskowski in my head, but I saw Vinatieri's face and said Vinatieri, and I was like, that's not fucking right.
Yeah.
That's why as soon as you said no, I was like, okay, cool, Goskowski.
Yeah, you're not gonna know this guy. He played before we were born.
Like
Uh,
80s or like 50s, 60s. Because 80s I might, but 50s, 60s I probably won't.
he was in the 90s. He was drafted in 90.
What team?
The Bills.
What position?
Defensive tackle.
No, I don't know.
Mike Loddish.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got that.
Yeah.
And so they both appeared in 6, and that's the
6
most
Super
for a
Bowls.
player, and they're in second. So Tom is
Yeah.
in first, and those 2 dudes are in tied for second with
Yeah.
6 Super Bowls.
And then there's 19 guys that have appeared 5 times.
Fuck.
I'm gonna guess there's 1, 2, 3,
I was gonna
4,
say, how many do you think I would know?
5, 6. There's 6 names that I recognize.
All right, 6 out of 19. So
If you can
Okay,
get 3 of them, that would essentially be the top 6 players in the NFL appearances. So I'd be pretty happy with that.
currently,
None of them are active players.
none are active,
None are active.
and they all have. This is 19 people with 5 Super Bowl appearances,
Correct.
and you know 6 of them. Like you recognize 6 of their names.
Correct. I apologize. Oh no, I'm right. Yeah, 19.
5 Super Bowl appearances, and these are all. Do you have years on them, or is that like extensive research on 19?
I'd have
Does
to
it
look
have
up
a-
each one of them.
Okay,
But
okay.
my biggest hint is think about who went to the Super Bowl with Tom Brady. That should give you at least 4 or
Gronk.
5. Yeah, Gronk's one of them.
Um,
I know how competitive you are, so this is so much fun.
yeah, Wes Welker. Yeah, because like I don't want to know. Like
No.
I was like, let me give you one. I'm like, no, fuck off. I need hints because like there's a billion players that could fit a billion stats, but like yeah, definitely I want to know who they are and try to get some of them.
Wes Welker's only been in
Stephon Gilmore.
Nope.
Fuck. Fuck. What was there? Rodney Harrison? Nope, he wasn't there long enough. Teddy, no, not Teddy Bruschi. They were all there for the 3, not the 5. Fuck.
Yeah, Teddy Bruschi's on the list.
Teddy Bruschi is?
Yeah. Yeah, for the record, Stephon Gilmore's it's been in 2 Super Bowls.
Only 2, dude. I guess I guess he would have been there way, way late. That's not. I'm thinking of somebody else. I think. It was. Oh, that's that guy. That's not who I was thinking of. Devin McCourty.
Yes,
Jason McCourty.
there he is, Devin. Yeah.
That's yeah.
Yep.
Again.
One of them's in your Ring of Honor in Denver.
Yeah. Wait.
This,
oh,
this is a completely separate player.
I thought you meant Devin or Jason McCourty.
No.
I was like, what the fuck did he do one of those? That's why I learned.
No, another guy on the list.
When did they play for the Broncos, dog? I was like, you're telling me not only did they make it to the Broncos, they were good enough to get to the Ring of Honor? I was like, I didn't know that. You're telling me one of those 2 played for our team for 4 or 5 years and wasn't a win, dude. You really had me struck for a second. I want to go back and watch my face for a second. You said he found the Broncos Ring of Honor, and I was like, the McCourty brothers? Are you sure? All right, so wait, somebody on the Patriots. This is
no.
not
This completely separate.
Okay, completely separate. Broncos
you
Ring
have
of Honor has
you have
5.
one player left on the Patriots. So you did get 3 of them: Teddy Bruschi, Rob Gronkowski, and Devin McCourty. You have 1 player left on the Patriots.
Is it a lineman? Offensive lineman?
No.
Defensive lineman? Vince
No.
Wilfork?
Do you want the position?
No, hold on.
Okay.
Give me side of the ball.
Defensive.
Fuck, that's not what I wanted. Linebackers.
You're
okay,
gonna
yeah, give me position.
let's see, where was his official position? Safety.
Fuck, I knew it wasn't a lineman because linemen's never last, and the linebackers they had were solid, but I already covered the good one.
Yeah.
Did he play for anybody else?
I don't think so.
So a safety that was drafted by the Patriots, played for the Patriots, played all 5 Super Bowls for the Patriots.
He definitely played all 5 for the Patriots. I don't think he went anywhere else, though.
He was a safety, and it's not Rodney Harrison. Who the fuck was on the other side of the ball for
Yes,
Rodney
he
Harrison?
played all of his seasons.
Yeah, it literally is whoever was on the other side of the ball
he retired,
for Rodney Harrison.
He retired during the COVID season because he didn't want to play.
Oh my god, this is gonna drive me crazy because I feel like I really should know this name. That's who that hits me off the post. That sucks so bad. Oh my god. Give me a hint, not like a letter or something. If you could, like maybe a college, or is there a play that I would recognize him from, or what would be?
He made the key goal line stop on Marshawn Lynch before
Malcolm Butler
threw the interception. He made the tackle on Marshawn Lynch. They ran the ball, and everybody was like, "Run the ball again," and they did not run the ball again.
Fuck, man. And he's classified as a safety?
Yep. His most recent one in 53, he didn't play. He was on IR for it.
Malcolm Butler? It's not Malcolm Butler?
Nope. Malcolm Butler is a cornerback.
And he also wasn't in 5. I know he wasn't in 5. There's no way. I'm too young for that. Okay, fuck. Who is it? God damn it.
Patrick Chung.
God damn it. I would not have got that, but now that you say it, that does make sense.
Yep.
I thought he was newer than that. I would have put him in the later years, not the Brewski years and shit like that.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, so Patrick Chung. Fuck.
So
sucks. I'm pissed off about
my
that
2 hints. You've said this guy already, and the other one is in the Ring of Honor for the Broncos.
I said him tonight, or I said him in this game?
In this game.
Oh, fuck me. I said a lot of names. 5 Super Bowls for somebody that I said tonight?
Yeah.
Vince Wilfork?
Nope.
Stephon Gilmore?
Nope.
Rodney Harrison?
Nope.
Fuck. And then the other ones are Broncos, Ring of Honor. And it's not Champ Bailey, because it's not. It's got to be early years. Like Terrell Davis, Rod Smith, John Elway.
There it is.
John Elway?
John Elway, yep.
Damn, I didn't know Elway played in 5. I thought he was only in 4. I thought he was 3 and 1. Is he 2 and 3 then? Yeah, he's 2 and 3. He beat the Packers and the Falcons, and then lost to the Redskins and the Falcons or something.
He beat the Packers and the Falcons, yeah.
And then lost to the Falcons and the Redskins.
Yeah.
We got fucking blown out by the Redskins, I'm pretty sure.
He lost to San Francisco too.
That was the other one.
Yeah.
Fuck. I mean, Joe Montana.
Yep.
Unless that was the Steve Young year, but fuck, a name that I said: Brian Dawkins, Randy Moss, Wes Welker. What position?
This would be way too easy, but kicker.
Oh, Vinatieri.
Yeah, Adam Vinatieri.
Who did he make
Been
it
to
to the Super Bowl?
five Super Bowls.
2 with the Colts.
I don't know.
And then, I guess he became the Patriots kicker after.
Yeah.
That's why I think I missed him and Gostkowski ever. He was the kicker. Or no, he was their kicker, and then he went to Indianapolis, and then Gostkowski took his role. That's what it was. For some reason in my head, I was picturing Vinatieri as the lifelong.
3 with the Patriots and 1's with the Colts.
Right,
and
so
he
I guessed Vinatieri for the Patriots players. You said no, but he was correct because he had played.
He hasn't been to 5. He's only been to, or he hasn't been to 6. He's only been to 5.
Right.
Yeah.
He wasn't one of those ones. Okay, all right, cool. All right, so those are the 6, and then so Vinatieri. Hold on. Here's the real question: Vinatieri, Vinatieri.
Ateri.
Damn.
Vinatieri.
It's real simple. I thought it was more fucked up than that. Terry. I thought it was like Ieri.
You spelled Gostkowski?
Yeah, Gostkowski is actually pretty easy. Gostkowski. I got that one. That's solid.
Just to run through the people who
I need. Yeah, hold on. I need. I feel like I'm gonna know another name on that list. You don't recognize any at all?
No, I don't recognize any of these guys.
All right, go ahead. Just give them to me.
Cornelius Bennett.
Nope.
Larry Cole. Marv Fleming.
I don't have to guess. Nope.
Charles Haley.
Nope.
Cliff Harris.
Nope.
D.D. Lewis.
Nope. We're gonna get clowned for not knowing fucking old football. These are probably like
Glenn Parker.
OG player. Nope. Peter Parker.
Preston Pearson.
Nope.
Bill Romanowski.
I do know Bill Romanowski. He wrote a book.
He did play in Denver.
Played for the Broncos. Played for the Raiders too. Wrote a book.
And the 49ers.
He played in the movie. Not She's Out of My League. That's a comedy, not the word I'm looking for. The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
He is the one that takes the estrogen pills, where he like turns around and he's like, I don't know, my nipples really hurt today, and they're like, what's wrong with you, man? Get ready for the game. And he's like, I'm trying. I just was so emotional today. And he's like, this gigantic dude. That's Bill Romanowski.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wrote a book though, real quick, about, and this is like my dad read the excerpt one time and told me about it. He wrote a book where he was like, and it's the first time I ever like knew what this meant and like how fucking crazy the NFL players were. Like I was a kid. I was probably like 8, 9, 10 years old. My dad told me this, that Bill Romanowski wrote a book, and one of the pages was about how dangerous it is to be at the bottom of one of the dog piles because the referees can't see shit, nobody can see shit. He was like, when you're at the bottom there, people are biting, people are spitting, people are breaking fingers like chicken bones. He was like, when you're reaching for that ball, you will have fingers snapped back to get the ball. He was like, people come out of there literally just fingers. He's like, that's why everyone's fingers are always fucked up, even if you're not catching balls. He was like, if you're in the dog pile, your fingers are breezing. That was the quote he used, was fingers break like chicken bones in the dog pile. And I was like, oh, fuck that, dude. I was like, I'm done playing football. I don't want to be a pro. Fuck that. I'm done. My D's bad. I was like, I'm out.
I take it back. Right. There is one more player. I didn't recognize him until I saw a team he played for. He also played with Tom Brady.
Oh, Jesus
the Patriots.
Christ. I thought we were done with him. Offense or defense?
Defense.
Is it a linebacker this time?
What position did he play? Oh, I lied. Offense. Wide receiver.
Not Wes Welker.
Not Wes Welker.
Not. Who's the other one? The other, Danny Amendola.
Nope.
Fuck. Is he white?
No.
Oh, thought they stole it.
No.
No, he only played in one.
I actually don't think he played at all in any of the Super Bowls.
I was gonna say
his stats are all
black receiver for the Patriots that played in 5 separate Super Bowls.
Yeah, his stats are all 0, 0, 0, 0 for all 5 Super Bowls. He never played, but he was on the team.
5 Super Bowls for a black receiver for the Patriots. Like, I don't even feel fucked up saying that because everyone else realizes how fucking insane that is too. Like, Randy Moss had to feel out of place in that fucking locker room.
Yeah,
I fucking...
Oh,
Um,
fun fact: for his
let's see.
entire career, he had one reception for 46 yards.
Oh, no shot. And you recognize the name though?
I do recognize the name. Yeah,
Did he play
this
for
has to
anybody
be from
else?
Madden.
Did
No,
he play for
he
anybody
played
else?
16 years for the Patriots.
16 years for the Patriots, went to five Super Bowls, and has one career catch.
Yeah,
And I would recognize his name from
I
Madden.
don't know that you would recognize it. I do, but
I mean, that's yeah. We have a pretty similar knowledge there, though. All right, yeah. Wait, tell me what college you went to.
oh, I'm gonna have to look that up. Hold on.
Yeah, you gotta Google it. Yeah, that's
Uh,
a. Or like if you Google him and it pops up and it's like arrested for punching a waiter in the face, like that might give it away too. Like tell
no,
me like
University
conspiracy
of
theory.
Cal.
What year was he drafted? Fuck, I want to know this
Uh,
so bad. I don't want to give up. I want to know so bad.
2008. He was the fifth round,
He was
153rd
drafted in
overall.
2008. Okay, so he had to be a rookie for the first Super Bowl then, because 2008 was the loss to the Giants.
Yeah,
So he wasn't even there for the '03. So he won. So he's been in five, but he was there for two of the losses. So he was there for 3-2. And he has one career catch, but you recognize his fucking name from Madden.
yeah, I do.
You know, one of those
I can
bullshit ass
remember him.
Peyton Manning catches. I'll never forget that shit. That stupid glitch, because you did it like 10 times. I'd fucking blitz
Fun.
Peyton Manning. He would fucking fling that shit out, dude. I'd click start and instant replay so fast, and I was like, what the fuck am I watching right now? Okay, give me
Fun
his
fact:
name.
he's on the Patriots coaching staff this year.
Okay, wait, hold on. Fuck. Wait, I just saw a picture of someone's face earlier. That was up for coaching. Fuck, man. I'm gonna be so mad when you give it to me because I feel like I'm gonna know it.
He was a special teams guy.
All right, go ahead.
Matthew Slater.
Oh, dude, that's wild.
Yeah,
16 years is crazy.
yeah. And now
Does
he's
he
on the
have any?
coaching staff.
Does he have tackles and shit? Like, was he on special like punt
Yeah,
returns and
yeah. He
stuff?
has he kickoff returns, punt returns, and
Interesting.
he has a couple records
Yeah, I would have done
for
the
them
same
in
shit you did. I would have read
tackles.
Matthew Slater and been like, "Don't know who the fuck that is." Sounds like a white NBA player, and
Yeah,
then would have clicked on it and been like, "Oh yeah, that guy."
yeah.
One career catch over 16 years is fucking bananas.
Then he just
Like
played special
that's
teams.
actually crazy. But I mean, the real question here is
21, yeah, 15 games played, 21 special teams tackles in
how
like a
many games
year.
played?
That was just in 2010. He had 15 games played and had 21 special teams tackles.
Okay, because in his career, Slater earned a total of $30 million.
Yeah.
One catch, $30 million, three Super Bowl rings.
Yeah.
That's insane. Good for him.
The other two are old Dallas guys, Charlie Waters and Ray Wright, or Rayfield
Yeah.
Wright. Never heard of either of them.
Damn. Oh yeah, that was fun. You were right. That was good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was solid. Damn. Yeah, that was. I want to know more than those. Yeah, we have to have. We're both going to do that. We'll have to dig up some stats for players that like we both would recognize and stuff.
Yeah.
That's why like the NBA ones. I was like, I could get nitty gritty here, but it's not going to be fun with him
Right,
saying I
yeah.
don't know for all of them. But I was like,
Yeah,
yeah, the ones you
so,
did, they were
I
solid.
don't
Like
know.
knowing like where they were drafted and shit. Like that was solid. Like that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were spot on for some of them, and some of them it was fun because it was just like I have no fucking idea. Because yeah, like the Harrison Barnes one, like yeah, he's been all over, and yeah, that too. Matthew Slater, what a fucking name. That's crazy. I never would have got that. He's
Yeah.
also bald as fuck, like wildly Mr. Clean bald. Like God, like looks AI Photoshop bald, like Johnny Sins bald. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, I agree. All right. You have anything else for us?
Nope, I believe that was
In-
it. That was fun. Good
In
stuff.
honor of the NFL regular season coming to an end, the Jaguars are 9-0 all time in the last game of the season when they play at home.
I feel like they do win every fucking year every year. So the last nine is that the last nine? Oh, I guess
No,
the
no,
last
all
nine times
time.
they played at home.
All
Yeah,
time.
ever. So
Ever. Yeah.
And they've been
So
a franchise since like the 90s.
they
or
really
early
only
2000s.
they only recently started playing at home because it lined up with a bowl game until the NFL went to 17 weeks. So they only played like 9 games at home in the life of the NFL because it always lined up with a bowl game, so they played away. they're like 3 and 16 or something like that away.
What are they? Yeah, 1995. Yeah. They were a 95 team with the
Yeah,
Panthers.
that's wild though. The
Yeah,
last game of
30,
the
30
season, the
years.
last game of the season, you're undefeated at home.
How? Okay,
Because
hold
like
on.
think about how much you're never playing for anything, or the team you're playing for, play against is playing for the playoffs, and they're undefeated at home.
You want to know something really fucked up about that stat then? 9 wins is 5% of their total wins all time. They are 202 and 282 all time. They have played in almost 500 games, and they are 202 and 282, which means that 9 wins is little less than 5% of their total wins. So they, five of all the games they've won, they're like, the last game of the season, you better fucking book that shit. If we're fucking home, we're getting that dub. That's
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah, that's fun.
that's crazy.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
All right, well, enjoy your Wednesday. We'll see
Yes.
you all Thursday night,
Tomorrow night. Yep.
college football, and
Yes.
we'll
Good stuff.
go
Good stuff.
live, and maybe we can have a game go live and maybe play with some of our viewers, see what they have to say.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, that'll be exciting.
See if
Yeah,
we
yeah,
can
that's yeah.
see if we can come up with a viewer game.
Yeah, something, some kind of trivia stuff.
Yeah.
It's hard with trivia because then you get people googling shit because like you and I can see each other
Yeah.
not googling. But yeah, and there's also stuff that like if we can word it right, it's really hard to Google. Like,
Right.
you have to
Yeah.
know to do it or do some research or get some hints. So.
Yeah.
But also, yeah, we'll reward engagement for sure. So yeah, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Have a great Wednesday, and
Appreciate y'all.
take care. Take care.
Later.